What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And if it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you're into first looks, car reviews, and staying up to date on the latest drops in the automotive world, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Today we've got something that a lot of people have been waiting for. Honda has just officially unveiled the all-new 2026 Honda Civic, and let me tell you, this one's more than just a mild update. We're breaking it all down: exterior, performance, interior, pricing, the whole package. Let's get into it. So let's start with the exterior. At first glance, the 2026 Civic still looks familiar, but once you take a closer look, you'll notice Honda has given it a subtle yet meaningful refresh. It's still got that sleek, low-slung profile from the previous generation, but the lines are sharper now. The front end gets a more refined look with slimmer LED headlights and a cleaner grille design that gives it a more premium vibe. The bumper has also been reworked, giving it a slightly more aggressive stance, especially on the sport and touring trims. Around back, the taillights have been redesigned as well. They're now a bit more angular and modern looking, tying in nicely with the overall aesthetic. Honda's definitely leaning into that sporty but mature styling, which works really well here. And depending on the trim you go with, you'll get new alloy wheel options, ranging from 16 to 18 inches. Overall, the Civic looks tighter, more refined, and just a bit more grown up, without losing its fun factor. Under the hood, not a whole lot has changed, and that's not a bad thing. Honda's sticking with its reliable engine lineup, which means the base trims come with the naturally aspirated 2.0-liter four-cylinder, making around 158 horsepower. It's smooth, efficient, and great for daily commuting. If you move up to the EX or touring trims, you get the 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, which bumps power up to about 180 horsepower, still paired with a CVT that's been tuned to feel a bit more responsive than before. Now, Honda's also working on a hybrid version of the Civic for 2026, which will slot in as a more efficient option, possibly replacing the base engine altogether in the coming years. That hybrid system is expected to be similar to what we've seen in the Accord and CR-V, so think great fuel economy with a smooth, quiet drive. No official EPA numbers yet, but Honda's aiming for close to 50 mpg combined, which is seriously impressive. In terms of driving feel, the Civic continues to be one of the best handling cars in its class. The steering is precise, the chassis is well balanced, and the ride quality hits that sweet spot between sporty and comfortable. Honda's also worked on improving cabin noise insulation, so it's quieter on the highway than before. Always a welcome upgrade. Now let's talk interior, because this is where the Civic really shines. The 2026 model carries over a lot of the design cues from the previous generation, but adds a few tweaks to keep things feeling fresh. You've got that horizontal dash layout with the honeycomb mesh design covering the air vents. Still one of the coolest little details in the compact segment. The materials have been slightly upgraded, especially on the upper trims, with more soft touch surfaces and a more solid overall feel. The infotainment setup gets a nice bump too. Lower trims come with a 7-inch touchscreen, but the higher trims now feature a 9-inch touchscreen, which supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The graphics are cleaner, the interface is snappier, and it's just an easier system to use overall. Plus, there's a new available 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster on the higher-end models, which looks sharp and adds a more modern vibe to the driver's cockpit. You've also got more USB-C ports now, wireless charging, and even an upgraded Bose premium sound system if you spring for the touring trim. Honda's definitely leaning into that tech-forward experience without overcomplicating things, which is honestly what most drivers want. As for practicality, the Civic still nails it. The front seats are comfortable and supportive. There's solid room in the back for adults, and the trunk is generous for a compact sedan, especially if you're someone who's always lugging around groceries, gear, or road trip bags. And of course, it's a Honda, so you know reliability and longevity are basically baked in. Safety-wise, you're covered. The 2026 Civic comes standard with Honda Sensing, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision, mitigation braking, and more. They've fine-tuned the system to be smoother and less intrusive, which is great if you've ever felt like some of these systems were a little too eager to intervene. Now let's get into pricing. Honda hasn't released exact numbers yet, but based on what we're seeing, the 2026 Civic should start somewhere around $24,000, with fully loaded touring models reaching up to about $30,000, $32,000. The hybrid version, when it arrives, will probably land right in the middle of that range, offering serious value if fuel economy is a priority for you. So, bottom line, the 2026 Honda Civic doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it doesn't need to. It takes everything people already love about the Civic, reliability, practicality, value, and makes it just a little better, a little smarter, and a little sharper. Whether you're a first-time buyer or just someone who wants a solid, daily driver that doesn't feel boring, this Civic is going to check a lot of boxes. All right, now it's your turn. What do you think of the refreshed Civic? Would you go for the turbo or wait for the hybrid? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I'm always reading what you all have to say. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of the latest car content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.